Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to 31 Days of Planco. This is day 14 and another special treat for you guys today. I am building a brand new coaster. Well, I guess technically two coasters. I'm going to build a dueling coaster for you guys today. So this isn't an ordinary dueling coaster, though. This is going to be something fairly unique. I came across this design for a concept coaster from Intamin while I was looking for coasters to go in Crystal Gardens. And it really caught my eye, and I thought, you know what, we're going to build that. We're totally going to build that. So that's what I'm kind of actually going to do for you today. As I said, I was looking for small footprint coasters, and on the same page that I found the Intamin Ultra Splash, I came across this thing right here, which was Intamin's single rail coaster, which is themed to like racing and like hot rods and NASCAR and things like that. So I'm gonna kind of do very similar to the exact same design, as close as I can get it anyway, but I'm also going to use the single rail track that is, I guess technically this is the RMC single rail track. It's the only single rail track we have in the game right here. And I'm also going to be using the Gixxer. I believe that's what they call the motorcycles, basically. So I love playing around with the motorcycles. The motorcycle cars were about the only thing I actually liked from the World's Fair pack. I do wish they hadn't gave us two different ones. I wish they would have just given us like a different coaster along with that instead of just giving us two different versions of motorcycles, because only one of them is really like kind of nice anyway. But anyway, I wanted to use that on the single rail track using the mod. I was able to do that. So, and again, if you guys want to know how to install these mods, I did do a video a couple of days ago about how to install those mods, so you can go back and check that out. And yeah, so if you guys want to know how to do that, totally just go back and check out my video for that. Yeah, so I am kind of rambling here. I got to fill up about 10 minutes of space. But yeah, I came across this really cool design. And if you guys want to see it for yourself, just do a search for Intamin Infinity Coaster or Intamin Hot Racer, and you guys will be able to see the different designs and stuff that they have. There's a couple different designs for it, but this one, this dueling coaster here, small, compact, and it totally just caught my eye. And like I said at the very beginning of the video, I had to do this coaster. So it's going to be cut up into a couple different parts. I'm not sure how many we're going to do. The first one here is what you see me doing right now is just a rough draft, kind of a rough design of the track and where it's going to go. I am using the shuttle launch coaster, or the LSM launch coaster is what I'm using the single rail track and Gixxer cars. So it's a combination of three different things. Now, when you use the LSM launch on the single rail track, it doesn't actually give you any track. The track is completely invisible. So, and that's because it doesn't have any, it doesn't have, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no track pieces for it. So since it can't find those track pieces, it just makes it invisible. However, the cars will still do what they need to do on it. They'll still launch. Same thing for like if you want to make an RMC launch coaster, you try to do a launch section for an RMC, it's going to be invisible track. So you had to go back and put the track back in. I don't do that in this video. I do this like later on, so it won't be in any of the videos. But basically, you just take the track and push it, kind of make a straight section, and then put it where you need it to finish off the track. I showed you how to do this again in my video for how to install the mods. So if you have any questions on that, you can totally go back and check out that video. I know I've already said that like 3 times, but I'm definitely promoting that video. I was one of the first ones to show how to install it, even though somebody else did a video the very next day after mine, pretty much verbatim of what I did, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, so this coaster here, it's like I said, it's gonna be a dueling coaster. Each of them it's just this really crazy, wild design. And this is just pretty much a rough draft of what it's going to look like. It's going to need a lot of smoothing and a lot of work to kind of get it to where I want it to be able to like duel each other and kind of meet each other on the track and stuff. It's going to need a lot of love and a lot of work, which I will probably most likely do outside of a video. In the videos, this one is just me doing the idea of the track so you guys can kind of see what it's going to do. And then the next video is going to be doing some of the scenery and stuff around it, because I'm going to do like a whole thing out of this. It's going to be like really cool. I'm totally going to recreate the best I can in Planet Coaster, except instead of hot rods like it uses on the single rail track for Intamin's coaster, we're using the motorcycles. And I know technically they shouldn't be going upside down because the restraints aren't really there for that, but we can pretend that they are. Okay, so yeah, just totally use your imagination and pretend that that's going to do it. I hope you guys are totally going to be into this coaster too, because I think it's really, really cool. It's so unique and colorful and bright, and it fits in a compact space too, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of space, and you get 2 coasters for 1. Playing around and trying to get the track to go where I wanted it to go was kind of difficult at first, but I mean, you know, like I said, it is just a first draft. I'm probably going to go back and redo a lot of the track and stuff and get it to work right. But you guys can kind of see, you get an idea of where it's going. You get an idea of how I create my tracks and stuff here. And again, I'm no expert track designer or anything like that in Planet Coaster. I'm not an expert at anything really. I just kind of am a jack of all trades. It's an art, and I'm an artist, and I just use the tools that I'm given. And I like to think that, you know, like I said, I'm definitely no master, but I kind of am decent at buildings. I'm decent at coasters, so when I combine both of those, I can create some pretty cool stuff. It's just, you know, one or the other. And, you know, I'm going to get people who are going to be like, you know, who are very much on the technical side of things, or are going to point out a lot of stuff and things like that. And it's just like, you know what, guys, it's a game. Just work with me, okay? So I'm going to have people who say, well, it could be smoother. You know, you're absolutely right. It could be smoother if I wanted to actually take the time and go in there and you know, take hours and hours and hours of my day to try to smooth out a coaster. Or I could just make these really cool videos for you and show you awesome stuff that I've done. So you get one or you get the other. And I personally prefer the other, because I'm too busy of a person to fool with using those that 4-meter smoothing trick and all that stuff that some people do to create perfectly realistic coasters and stuff. I'm perfectly fine with just making it look good, and that's all that matters. So and again, this coaster could be realistic because it is based upon a actual design from Intamin, and it's their concepts and stuff, and they may even end up building some of these similars. So anyway, we're coming up on the end of the video, and like I said, this is just a quick video here to kind of show you guys what I'm working on and something that's really cool. And we're going to continue this in tomorrow's video, where we're going to finish everything up. But until then, thanks for watching. I will see you then, wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you next time.